My nod, but I expect a big run as well from Canberra Legend.
All right, Chesspiece will be one of the last ones forward for this year's running of the Gordon Stakes. Let's join Simon.
Lined up. And off for this Group 3 John Pearce Racing Gordon Stakes, starting off racing uphill towards the far corner, Oak Tree corner. Canberra Legend on the inside of Chesspiece in the all blue colours. Artistic Star is prominent. Espionage rather wide into this first right-hander, with Ryan Moore looking across, maybe going to try and get some cover. Burdett Road and Desert Hero is held up in last place as Chesspiece now takes over. From in second, Artistic Star. Canberra Legend round the inside of Espionage. Burdett Road in fifth place and 2 lengths to Desert Hero. Heading now along the back straight in these very early stages of this mile-and-a-half contest, and it's Chesspiece and James Doyle by about a neck to Artistic Star and Rob Hornby in second. A length and a half away to Espionage and Canberra Legend almost together from Burdett Road, and then Tom Marquand in the Royal Colours on Desert Hero. On they go, and soon they'll be racing uphill towards the top turn. And Chesspiece by a length, striding out well, going up the hill from Artistic Star. Canberra Legend waited with in third, along with Espionage, then Burdett Road and Desert Hero still looking on last of the 6. Racing on towards the final 6 furlongs now, passing the 3/4 mile pole, and it's Chesspiece that's going to swing on first down the hill. Chesspiece from Artistic Star. Canberra Legend and Espionage, a half length behind Canberra Legend, and then 2 lengths to Desert Hero creeping around the inside of Burdett Road. On the descent now towards the final right-hander, with about a half mile or so still to cover, and Chesspiece trying to dominate from the front and appears just to be upping the ante slightly going down the hill there. Has kicked 2 lengths, 2.5 lengths clear of Artistic Star. Then Canberra Legend, Espionage, Burdett Road now appearing on the scene on the outside in the yellow jacket, followed by Desert Hero. Down towards the final 2.5 furlongs in this racing John Pearce Racing Gordon Stakes. Chesspiece now hard driven to try and repel the challenge of Artistic Star. In behind them, Burdett Road. Desert Hero's going well, but will need a gap. Then Canberra Legend on the far side from Espionage. Chesspiece still the leader. Desert Hero spying a gap. Tom Marquand switching to the inside with Canberra Legend. It's Chesspiece challenged now by Desert Hero as they race inside the final furlong. Chesspiece on the near side. Desert Hero is thrusting home on the far side. Desert Hero getting up, and the Royal Ascot Hero wins now at Goodwood. Is Desert Hero for the King and the Queen, winning the Gordon Stakes. In Chesspiece in second, then in third Canberra Legend, followed home by Artistic Star, Burdett Road and Espionage.
Royal winner of the Gordon Stakes, Desert Hero, looked a horse of real quality when getting that brilliant ride from Marquand to win the King George V at Royal Ascot, and he's received a pretty good one here as well from the hero of day one to beat Chesspiece. Big drifter beforehand, Desert Hero. Would that grueling race at Ascot have taken the edge off him or brought him forward? And the answer was, and quite definitively, the latter, because not only has he been pretty plucky in victory, he's travelled through the race and into the race like a good horse, and Marquand was daring enough, instead of to take the obvious safe route and go outside, to dive inside, went full of horse as the pace was quickening.
He did exactly that. The gap came in time, and he had enough horse underneath him to take it when it came as well. Last to first for Desert Hero. He's clearly a very stout stayer. He handled a fast-paced scenario at Ascot. Today I think was a slower tempo, and he's had to pull back the front runner, and a pretty good horse who's had a solo out in the lead in Chesspiece. It's a really good performance this, and he should have won by a little bit further really. You can see him covered up, and he's having to sit and be brave, Tom Marquand, but he has confidence in his horse to find the gap and barge his way through that inside route, and he's very strong through the final furlong.
I wonder to what extent the decision not to go between Artistic Star and Burdett Road and instead to the challenge to the inside of Chesspiece was informed in part because he knew that those two horses weren't going anywhere and he wanted to race Chesspiece. and secondly, because he wanted that ground over on the far side.
Yeah, he could easily have got stuck behind Artistic Star and Vedette Road if he'd have come the other way. This will be a good shot of when the point where Tom has to make that decision in a moment. The race is just starting to quicken and develop. They've all got their chance with 2.5 to run, and he's having to sit and suffer and make his mind up.
There's the obvious gap between Artistic Star and Vedette Road, and he's gone, no, I'm going down inside.
Yeah, I think he feels like it might tighten up.
He saw the right horse to get by, didn't he?
Yeah, and he probably did want that inside a little bit as well. But he's won it a little bit snug, I think, hasn't he, Desert Hero? It's a good effort from him, really progressive horse. And as I say, he's done it in a very different type of scenario this afternoon. It's a smaller field, not quite such a hot pace as they had at Ascot, and much slower ground conditions. So he's proven a versatility to put up 2 big performances at big meetings in tough races under different types of conditions. And great run from Chesspiece. I thought he might like the pace, but to some extent he's again shaped like a strong stayer, the way that he's kept on finding out in front. But it's a really good trial for such as the St Ledger for him as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting race this as a springboard, run at 1.5 miles. It's habitually thought of as a St Ledger stepping stone, but you have to go right back to 60s Icon in 2006 and then Millenary before that to find the last 2 Ledgers winners to have won it. I think Arctic Cosmos was placed in it, Lydia reminded me, but there have been any number of really good horses that have won this and gone on and done, you know, even more illustrious things. Conduit, Ulysses for the same stable, Cross Counter, who went on to win the Melbourne Cup, Harbinger, the best of the lot. And here's a pretty smart horse, Desert Hero. Wins the Gordon Stakes, completes the Ascot and Goodwood double at this price.
Yeah, he's smart and tough. 7 to 1 he was, and he's beaten Chesspiece. A strong stay at Chesspiece. Really well ridden by James Doyle to try and win the race from the front. And he's only beaten the neck at 7 to 2.